So can you give reasons, good reasons, for the opinion of someone that you disagree with? This is a question that we asked on Sunday, and many of us realize that that's something we're not really good at. Well, maybe today I'll give you a practice that can help increase the ability to give reasons for things, even things that you might disagree with. Now, I want to start off by recognizing that this is a really difficult thing to do. It is very difficult to create an argument, a good, strong argument for a position that you do not agree with. It is really, really difficult. It's something that takes years of training, and I have a master's in philosophy, and one of the hardest parts was as you're writing different reports or as you're writing different papers, outlining a particular position or arguing against a particular position, the one thing that continually tripped me up was the fact that I wasn't necessarily giving the opposition the credit that it is due. We should always be able to give the other position the best possible argument that it possibly could have, and then argue against it. And ultimately, I think it comes down to whether we're trying to win an argument or whether we're trying to discover the truth. If we're trying to discover the truth, or discover more of the truth, might be a better way to put it, because I don't think we all discover the whole truth ever. And until maybe Jesus comes back and shows us everything that we have, we won't discover the whole truth. So maybe as we discuss things together, and we're seeking more of the truth or a clearer picture of the truth together, then we can start to understand. And it's important to remember this. We together are working to figure out a better solution or a better understanding of things, rather than just trying to win people to our particular side. Now, I promised to give you an exercise that can help with this, and here it is. It's called Justify It. It's an exercise that is used within debate warm-ups or practice, and the ability to start to come up with reasons for a particular argument. And the way it works is you sit down with either one or two people or more. One person makes a claim, something like, "Gorillas make great pets." And then the next person has to say, "Of course, gorillas make good pets because," and then they need to come up for a reason for that to be true. And the reason why this helps us to learn how to justify other people's arguments, or how to build a strong case for them, is someone gives an argument or a proposition to you and they say, "This, I think, is the case. Gorillas make great pets." And then you need to figure out reasons why that might be true. That's a hugely useful practice to get into, to figure out how, whenever someone makes a particular claim, why that might be true. And that's our first instinct, should be for that. We should be learning and listening to the other person and asking questions of clarification, or maybe trying to push back a little bit in certain ways to help them strengthen their own argument. But ultimately, it's about trying to figure out why that might be true. Because if we can figure out why that might be true, and we can then think about why the opposing might also be true, then we can figure out together a bigger and better picture of what things might hold, or how the truth really fits in the whole big picture. So I'd encourage you today, find someone to sit down with and practice this. And it is something that we need to practice, to justify or find reasons why somebody else's position might be true. And if you hear something on the radio and your first instinct is to say, "Nah, that's not true," well, I encourage you to try to find reasons why that might be true. After all, it's important for us as Christians to seek truth, wherever that may be found, even if, and perhaps especially if, it might be found outside of our own opinions. As usual, if this is useful for you, I'd encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, to like the video, and comment down below. Maybe give us a list or a suggestion of some statement that we could start with and try to find reasons for why this might be good.